What if your next pint of beer told a story not just of hops and water, but of climate data, satellite imagery, and centuries of farming innovation packed into a single grain? What if the very soul of Britain's favorite drink was being rewritten by technology? Welcome to the Fields of Innovation YouTube channel. Smart farming starts here. Discover the future of agriculture, where we share information about technology applied in agriculture. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the heart of British beer, barley. For centuries, this humble grain has been the backbone of British brewing, shaping not just our agriculture but our very culture. From the local pub to the global stage, British barley is synonymous with quality and heritage, a symbol of our deep connection to the land. But as the world changes, so must our traditions. We're witnessing a quiet revolution, a seamless transition from age-old farming wisdom to cutting-edge technology. This isn't just about growing a crop, it's about engineering the future of a national icon. The science behind that perfect pint begins long before the brewery, right in the heart of the field with the seed itself. The quality, flavor, and character of a beer are fundamentally defined by the barley variety used. Strains like Maris Otter, a heritage variety beloved for its rich, malty flavor, or modern workhorses like Concerto and Laureate, prized for their high yields and consistency, are the building blocks of the brewing world. But today, we're not just selecting the best seeds. We're designing them. Scientists are employing advanced techniques like genomic selection to predict a plant's performance before it's even sown, identifying genes linked to drought resistance, disease resilience, and superior malting quality. This genetic revolution is further accelerated by tools like CRISPR gene editing, which allows for precise modifications to the barley genome. This isn't about creating something unnatural. It's about enhancing the inherent strengths of the grain, making it more adaptable to a changing climate and more efficient for farmers. This scientific precision extends from the lab to the soil. AI-driven sensors buried in the fields monitor moisture levels and nutrient content in real-time, feeding data to agronomic analytics platforms. Esteemed UK research institutions like the National Institute of Agricultural Botany (NIAB) and the Agriculture and Horticulture Development Board (AHDBR) at the forefront of this research, providing the credible scientific foundation for these innovations. On farms across the country, this translates into practical action, with drones and satellite imagery becoming standard tools for managing barley crops, ensuring every inch of the field is optimized for the perfect harvest. This brings us to the core of modern farming, precision agriculture. The days of treating an entire field as a single entity are over. Today, technology allows farmers to manage their land with surgical accuracy. Smart farming tools, including a network of Internet of Things, IoT sensors, drones equipped with multispectral cameras, and powerful predictive models, are transforming barley cultivation. These systems collect vast amounts of data on everything from soil health to weather patterns, allowing for incredibly precise interventions. For instance, climate modeling helps farmers determine the exact moment to irrigate and the precise amount of fertilizer needed, preventing waste and minimizing environmental impact. This approach delivers a powerful one-two punch of environmental and economic benefits. By using fewer chemicals and less water, farmers reduce their operational costs and their ecological footprint. At the same time, optimizing growing conditions leads to higher, more consistent yields, ensuring a stable supply of high-quality barley for the brewing industry. This isn't just theory, it's happening right now. In the rolling fields of Yorkshire and the vast plains of East Anglia, farmers are implementing these technologies, turning their barley fields into highly efficient, sustainable ecosystems. This technological journey, however, doesn't end in the fields. It follows the grain all the way to the brewery, beginning with the ancient art of malting. Once harvested, the barley begins its transformation into malt, a process steeped in tradition that is now being revolutionized by technology. The journey from grain to gold involves three key stages: steeping, where the barley is soaked to initiate growth; germination, where enzymes that will later convert starches into fermentable sugars are developed; and killing, where the grain is dried to halt germination and develop its characteristic color and flavor. While the principles remain the same, the methods are becoming smarter and more efficient. Automation and sophisticated biosensors now monitor and control the malting process with unparalleled precision, ensuring optimal enzyme activity and consistency from batch to batch. This wave of innovation is also making the process greener. Malt houses are increasingly adopting green technologies like energy recovery systems, which capture and reuse heat from the killing process, significantly reducing their carbon footprint. Some are even pioneering carbon-neutral malting, powered entirely by renewable energy. This fusion of tradition and technology is not just for large-scale operations. Major brewers like Heineken and Diageo are collaborating with maltsters to implement AI-powered monitoring systems, but the benefits trickle down to the craft beer scene as well. For smaller craft brewers, the improved consistency of technologically advanced malt means they can reliably replicate their most popular beers. giving them a stable foundation upon which to build their creative recipes. From the malt house, the technologically enhanced grain arrives at the brewery, where it meets another wave of innovation, brewing biotech. This is where the modern beer revolution truly takes flight, as science unlocks the full potential of the barley. Today, brewers can use DNA profiling to understand the exact genetic makeup of their barley, predicting how it will influence the final beer's flavor, aroma, and mouthfeel. This biochemical precision allows for a level of control that was once unimaginable. Brewers are no longer just following a recipe, they are engineering a sensory experience. The innovation extends beyond the grain itself. The use of specialized enzymatic additives can fine-tune the brewing process, breaking down complex starches more efficiently or enhancing specific flavor compounds. Yeast genetics is another exciting frontier, with scientists cultivating custom yeast strains designed to produce unique esters and phenols, the chemical compounds that give beer its fruity and spicy notes. On the production floor, AI-assisted fermentation systems monitor temperature, pressure, and chemical composition in real time, ensuring the perfect environment for the yeast to do its work. Furthermore, advanced carbon capture technologies are being integrated into breweries, trapping the CO2 produced during fermentation and reusing it for carbonation, closing the loop on a key industrial process. This tech-driven approach doesn't replace the craft of brewing. It enhances it, giving brewers powerful new tools while honoring the traditions of their art. All across the UK, from established giants to nimble craft breweries in London, this blend of art and science is reinforcing the nation's status as a leader in sustainable, innovative brewing. The impact of this technological revolution extends far beyond the brewery, reaching a global scale and addressing some of the most pressing challenges of our time. The concept of a net-zero beer is rapidly moving from an ambitious goal to a tangible reality, with carbon-neutral supply chains being developed from the barley field to the bar tap. This dedication to sustainability aligns perfectly with broader international objectives, such as the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, positioning the British brewing and agriculture sectors as global leaders in corporate responsibility. The incentives are not just ethical but also economic. Smart barley farming and sustainable brewing practices create significant cost savings for farmers and brewers, making green innovation a financially viable and attractive proposition. This leadership is inspiring a global movement. Countries like Canada, Australia, and the United States are looking to the UK's model, adopting similar technologies and practices to improve the sustainability of their own agricultural and brewing industries. This has given rise to a new form of international influence, a kind of barley diplomacy, where the UK exports not just its grain but also its expertise in sustainable innovation. By sharing these best practices, Britain is helping to build a more resilient and environmentally friendly global food and beverage system, proving that a commitment to tradition can coexist with a powerful drive for progress. So, what does the future hold for barley and brewing? The horizon is filled with possibilities that sound like science fiction but are rapidly becoming fact. We can anticipate the rise of AI-driven flavor mapping, where artificial intelligence will be able to predict the sensory profile of a beer based on the genetic and chemical data of its ingredients. Micro-malting facilities will allow for hyper-customized malt production on a small scale, while blockchain traceability will provide consumers with a transparent, verifiable record of their beer's journey from seed to glass. By 2050, we may see fully automated smart breweries that are entirely data-driven, self-optimizing, and ecologically self-sufficient, producing exceptional beer with minimal environmental impact. Yet, even in this high-tech future, the heart of the industry will remain the same. The future of brewing is not about replacing tradition with technology, but about weaving them together, creating a stronger, more resilient, and more innovative industry. It's a story of balance, where centuries of farming wisdom are amplified by the power of data, and the art of brewing is elevated by the precision of science. Behind every great beer is a story of science, sustainability, and centuries of innovation. From the genetically optimized seed in the soil to the AI-monitored fermenter in the brewery, the journey of British barley is a testament to human ingenuity. It's a reminder that even our most cherished traditions can evolve, innovate, and lead the way to a better future. So next time you raise a glass, take a moment to appreciate the hidden technology and the brilliant minds that made it possible. Cheers to the future of beer.